Hi, shalom everyone. I'm going to continue the series of the Daf Yomi. We're on page 35. Very interesting, actually. It's going to be tonight, Rosh Hashanah and Shabbat. So very interesting. We don't actually read a Torah portion to do with the Parshat HaShavua, a weekly cycle. We are going to read portions pertaining to Rosh Hashanah. Here I am just in a mall, just getting ready for the Yom Tov. Obviously going to buy the chalotz now and everything else, just getting a few things for the kids. I'm going to share an idea in this week's in today's Daf Yomi, in page number 35, Lamatei, we're relating over the importances, many things that Hashem instruct. There's different mitzvot that is pertaining to a man, and there's mitzvot pertaining to a woman. There's different negative mitzvot that women will be commanded to keep, and there'll be specific mitzvot they won't have a positive commandment to keep. But one of the things that it says, we quote from Sefer Devarim in chapter Yudaled, that if you do these things, for example, not to scratch oneself, not to make bald spots upon themselves, many different biblical commandments, it concludes with, you shall be holy to Hashem your God. That's a lot of things. A lot of these mitzvot that we are commanded to keep is to promote holiness within regards to ourselves, to be Kiddushin with everything we do. And that's what we should do within regards to physical things that we do and spiritual things that we do. All the stuff that we should comprised of in our day must have to be important to go along with that theme of to be holy to Hashem your God. There's all these different commandments. That's what it is. 613 amazing mitzvot we've got in the Torah. Some are positive, some are negative, and some is a positive commandment for the man to do, and it's discussed very much, spoken about very much inside this today's Daf Yomi. What's interesting is that all these, the ridicule might say, why should I do this thing? Why should I do that thing? But the spiritual connotations to doing a lot of the mitzvot, it's very, very important. Here we are on Rosh Hashanah. One of the things that men do, it's especially in Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, is to go to the mikveh. That brings a spiritual holiness on a person itself. There's many different mitzvot. For example, a monthly cycle for the woman, where she will have to go to the ritual bath. There's the Shabbat candles, Tefillin, it's a positive commandment. It's a commandment that the men have to put on every single day, which is related over inside the Torah, which is also related over in the Daf today, in the page, or in today's Gemara. We also spoke about Piruvu, being fruitful and multiply, where on the man it's a specific mitzvah, but a woman naturally, she wants to have children. Obviously, in most of the cases, naturally, there's a natural burning for this specific mitzvah. So a lot of the mitzvot that are commanded are there. We also talk about in today's stuff about Payot, where you can cut, on which parts of your face you can cut and leave yourself. Like you can see, I've got my Payot till the bone. It talks about the different areas, not scratching oneself. And a lot of these dinim, within regards to pertaining to where the hair is in the head and all of that, also has, when we talked about tsarat and leprosy and all that, which we learned in Parshat Tazria Matzorah, we very much discuss those dinim also, which is very, very important. And this is it's interesting Daf. It's continuing this theme. I actually gave a Daf Yomi video on Payot. I believe it was in Masechet Nazir. Yeah, I think it was in Masechet Nazir, not Masechet Sota, about 4 or 5 months ago. So I'll try and put a link within regards to that. And I'll share over an idea within regards to Rosh Hashanah tonight. We're going to have all our simanim tonight. We're going to put on, some people have the head of fish or the head of sheep would have inside among their meal. They're going to have rimon, because that's filled with mitzvot. Or other things, people will have dela'at, will have pumpkin. Some people will have beetroot. This is one thing that all these simanim, we should say the brachot, the yiratzon, within regards to this, with full kavanah and full meaning to Hashem. We should make the most of it, guys. Some people, unfortunately, I would say, stress, only go to shul a few times a year when there's a simcha, or Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, or one of these very important chagim. It's not important. It's very important that one tries to go the whole time throughout the year, but especially if one is they're going for the first time in a few months, make the most of it. If you don't understand Hebrew, read the English translation, and have some meaning with it. And come earlier. If you're planning to come at a later time, come for the beginning. Try not to speak at all. Try and do as much davening as possible, and take the day seriously. Try and get up early. Try and learn as much Torah as possible. Try and keep as much mitzvot. And now it's today, it's Erev Rosh Hashanah. try and give as much money away to tzedakah as possible. Try and increase our tehillim and our mitzvot, and we should apologize to other people that we may have wronged throughout this year. So don't be shy about that also. So wishing you a Shana Tova U'Metuka, a Ketiva V'Chatima Tova. Here I am just live in a toy shop here, stocking up for some games so that they will be busy over the next few weeks till the end of Sukkot, because they won't have much school now here in Israel till then. So Shana Tova U'Metuka, and be well, and I'll be back in a few days' time. Take care.